Well, Jerry pulled a couple things out of his ass yesterday. Yesterday was the trade
And the
deadline,
Dallas
and
Cowboys are immediate Super Bowl contenders.
that's what the
At what,
larger
three and
media
five and one?
thinks. After just losing to the Arizona Cardinals in horrible fashion on Monday Night Football.
That was awful. We all called the Cowboys too. Why?
Well, and the problem was nobody in America
They
could
were
watch
scoring
it
so
because it's
much,
behind the ESPN paywall now.
which is completely stupid. Why are we doing this, ESPN? We should.
Oh,
I'm glad
you
it was
know
this.
exactly why they're doing it.
Yes, but if they were going to do it, if they were smart about it, we're going to do it on the perfect night. It would be a game that was actually competitive and worth watching, and not the Cowboys Cardinals.
Well, they didn't do it on that night. They did it on that Friday, which led into
Yes, but
college football and then they immediately jacked up the prices on all of their subscriptions.
These billionaires don't give a damn about y'all.
I'm very happy that Pat McAfee decided to say something on ESPN Air about how poor that decision was. Good for you, Pat.
Yes, I love it
Appreciate
when
you.
the class slightly below the ruling elite
say something that we
gets
all
on
know.
our side.
Well, I'm more so that like he wasn't afraid to do it on ESPN's air.
Just
Like he
intentionally
was
try to
on
make
their show.
everything political and class warfare now.
He was on ESPN airwaves talking poorly about ESPN. I thought it was a solid move. I don't think it'll help though
Like, because they don't
No,
care.
what's it going to
because
help?
they
Pat
don't care.
We
McAfee
don't
saying
care.
one thing on their airwaves?
They're making all the money. They don't care.
It's not even, but it's all behind Disney anyway. So
They don't care.
how much say does ESPN really have in
They
that?
don't really care about us.
Well, fair. But Jerry Jones has a lot of say in the Cowboys. They made a couple of moves on the trade deadline. This was actually one of the more interesting trade deadlines that we've had in the last couple of years, and they've been progressively getting better and better. We had some big name moves. The Cowboys go out, they get
They both
a defensive player from one of the worst defenses in the league. Who's that?
great move.
Logan Wilson, linebacker from the Bengals. They get him for a seventh round pick. So whatever got probably a little bit of depth there. But they also went out and after trading away one of the league's best pass rushers at the beginning of the season, and Micah Parsons, they go out and they get Quinnen Williams from the Jets for two first round picks. One will be for 2027, and it will either be theirs or sorry, one first round pick, a second round pick. The first round pick will be for 2027, and it will either be theirs or the Packers, whichever is the better of the pick. And then they traded away Mozzie Smith as well.
And I
Um,
believe in that trade, the Cowboys are permitted from going ahead and trading either of those picks until that time. Am I wrong with that?
at the end of, I think it's the 2026 season. Yes, pre draft, it will technically go. It's on a freeze for them to trade either of those picks because in the trade agreement, it was whichever is the better of the two picks. So
Yeah,
they're not able to trade either of those until after the season next season is concluded. It's an
that's good.
interesting condition.
Very interesting. But why are the Cowboys going all in right now?
You
Is
call that
this
all in?
th this is their iteration of
And
all in
honestly, if
essentially?
I'm a if I'm a player
Why
in
are
the
they
NFL,
buying right now though? Why are they
mm,
possibly being buyers at the trade deadline?
I
That's
mean,
not.
it's not a bad move. You're getting Quinnen Williams, which is one of the best defensive tackles and pass rushers in the league, and he's already been paid. So whatever guaranteed money that the Jets gave him is now it's not on their books when they're taking on his contract. And you've already got him locked in for a couple of more years within whatever cap structure you have. Logan Wilson will be a decent depth piece. He's not going to come in and be a starter. I don't think this is
he will be a
necessarily a win
starter.
now mode. Yeah, probably.
That but that
But
essentially
I
that
don't
is
think it's
because of
win
how
now
much
mode.
it essentially is though for them because of how much they're paying everybody else right now. How are they going to be able to go out there and get other big time free agents to
It's
come in and play for them?
I
I mean,
believe they're able to
honestly,
move
it's
off
on.
Dak's contract.
It's just a move to like try to appease fans. Like we know there's issues with the team right now, and we are making a move to maybe go a little bit deeper in the playoffs. Like Logan Wilson, Quinnen Williams. I was about to say Logan Thomas, but that was like a tight end or something a long time ago. Um, that's not gonna improve like one of the worst parts of the Dallas Cowboys defense, and that's the secondary. They consider Deron Bland their best cornerback, and outside of like rookie season where he got a lot like got some turnovers, he's not great. The rest of their
Well,
secondary is poo poo.
they
Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson doesn't fix any of that.
they do regard who's it Trevon Diggs to be their best corner. But he's also been out for a majority of the season so far, and he'll probably be out at least a little bit longer, if not the rest of the season. You've got him, and then you've got Deron Bland. The reason why their DBs are Swiss cheese is because they can't get pressure on the quarterback. Shocker, you trade away the best pass rusher in the league, and that's what's going to happen. So you can't get pressure on the quarterback. Everybody's going to be Swiss cheese. Of course, it's also going to happen when your actual number one cornerback is out for a majority of the season through 9 weeks. You get Trayvon Diggs back. You've got Quinnen Williams. They've got Kenny Clark to help block or plug holes against the run game. The defense looks a little bit better. There's definitely still some moves that they're going to have to make, but this isn't this. I don't see this as regards to win now. It's still preparing for the future because the guys that they're getting have times remaining on their contracts as well that fit within their cap structure. And there's changes that they can make. They could get out of Dak Prescott's contract at the end of this season. There's a couple other contracts that they could move around. And I think they still have a first round pick, two first round picks for this upcoming season as well. Um,
Which brings me to my next point for the Cowboys here. Do you think they got fleeced for that Micah Parsons deal? Seeing what Sauce
yes,
Gardner went for? I mean, I know Sauce is
yes.
under contract, but how bad does that look for the Cowboys now, seeing what Sauce went for?
What they got two firsts, right? Two firsts and
Two
Kenny
firsts and
Clark.
AD Mitchell.
No, sorry,
Cowboys.
Micah.
Uh, did they get two first?
Or was it one? It was one first in Kenny Clark.
I
That's
think it
what it
was one
was.
in Kenny.
One in Kenny, and it was for next year. Yeah, absolutely. They got fleeced. Now here's the thing that you always have to think about, and if you're if you watch soccer, it these sorts of deals make a little bit more sense when you have a player who has something on their contract still. They're immediately more valuable because you're having to take them off and fit them within your own cap structure, and you have them under whatever their agreement is. Because if they also have guaranteed money, that's paid for by the team that's losing them when they don't have a contract, which is why Micah Parsons, even though he is as good as he is and as valued as he is, went for less than Sauce Gardner's because they had to not only take him on, they had to give up something for him, and now they have to pay him the largest contract for a defensive end, which is
Oh,
going to
I
take up
completely.
a. So that's where it did the Cowboys get fleeced? Absolutely, in that regard of just straight up talent. In terms of understanding money still has to be moved, I think they got not the best that they could have gotten, but it's not a bad deal that they got out of it.
It's simply just a Jerry Jones deal.
Yes. No, I mean nobody else would have accepted that deal, but everybody else also would have paid Micah Parsons.
A long
Well,
time
as
ago.
it stands right now, they have two first round picks and then nothing else until the fourth round. So for this whole series of moves to work out for Jerry Jones, like they have to basically replace Micah Parsons with one of those two draft picks, and then if the right player's there, get somebody in the secondary. Otherwise, just get the best player available. Maybe that's an O lineman, maybe that's another D lineman, whatever. But replace the pass rusher that you're missing on the edge with one of those two first round picks. And maybe the Cowboys look like just take the changes moving into next season. You add that pass rushing piece and then another dynamic first round caliber player. I mean, Cowboys probably have a decent squad.
I think this is just a squad building what they did.
But like
It's definitely not win now.
if you're whatever dispute with Micah Parsons caused like a year's delay in your ultimate goal, like it just seems petty. I wouldn't want an owner to act like that. You know, I've never liked Jerry Jones, and I cannot wait for the day that he retires because I think it overall would be good for football. But yeah, if the Dallas offense, probably hopefully plays a little bit better next year, that's a good squad, depending on who they add with those two draft picks.
A team that did make a win now move, Sean, was the Indianapolis Colts. We touched on it. Sauce Gardner, two first round picks, one for this year, one for next year. The Colts also gave up former second round pick Adonai Mitchell, who hasn't worked out for them, but honestly, they've also got a crowded wide receiver room. It is surprising that Adonai Mitchell did not break out. There was a lot of people saying that he was one of the better receivers out of his draft class that ended up just falling, and to see him not work. Now, is that a product of having to work with a quarterback that he had prior to Daniel Jones and that quarterback not being very good and then not just having the
Too many
confidence
good
to
athletes
to
in that
to
wide
work
receiver
in?
room.
You've got Josh Downs, you've got Michael Pittman Jr., and then you have rookie Tyler Warren, you've got running back. Like there's just too many mouths to
Alec
feed in
Pierce
there.
clearly does something that those coaches like because he's a consistent deep threat for them. So
I think this was a good
It's
move.
got to be down from some of the fumbling problems with him though, as of recently.
That too. That too. Absolutely. But a lot of mental mistakes, and maybe this will be a good change of pace for him. I don't think the Jets are necessarily a good change of pace for
but
anyone, but
listen, this the potential of this move is truly maximized when Charvarius Ward is completely healthy because as a standalone, I don't think Sauce Gardner is that great of a cornerback. Um, Flashed a lot of greatness earlier in his career, but at this point, like I mean, he's slightly above average. And if you look at the numbers, maybe he's not even that. But I think
the defense is
like
also really bad.
size,
Like it's not
size
just
and
him.
size and talent wise, you'd say Sauce is probably above average right now.
His first 2 years, he was easily one of the best
We're
corners in the
not calling
league.
him the best corner in the league, though.
I'm
Like
not
we're not.
right now,
I
but
know.
we've
We're
seen his production. He can be the best corner in the league.
He can
He
be
also need
good.
like
I think
You
going
don't.
to
You don't
Lou.
think his ceiling is best corner. You don't think ceiling is friggin' Pat Surtain level coverage. I don't. No way.
we saw it.
That's that's his ceiling.
He,
Yeah, we're not
we've
saying he's
seen it.
there.
It's definitely his ceiling. Like his first 2 years,
But going
his rookie season, he led the league in interceptions.
going to a Lou Anarumo, I don't even know how to say his name now,
Blah,
but
blah, blah.
Lou Anarumo defense, I think Sauce is going to thrive a lot more there than he did with New York, essentially, especially with all the other pieces around him over there.
It's an incredible
He's gonna look like
defense.
a top five cornerback no matter what by the end of the year because
Incredible.
he's on the Colts.
That defense is incredible. They've got one of the better defensive lines. Their DB room is already stacked.
What? Their DB room is good, and like when Trivarius Ward is healthy and Sauce Gardner being a new addition, like their DBs look great. But you
They've
can't,
also
what?
got Cam Bynum.
Oh
What are we
yeah,
talking about? Like,
cannot forget about that.
have you just said? Do you not know ball? What are we doing? They have one
They're
of the better defenses in the league, and they just added Sauce Gardner, whose ceiling is Certain level.
you're lying to yourself.
You don't know ball.
No, the
I like that move. Only 14
the
million a
Colts the
year.
Colts you're
Good
drastically
move.
overrating the Colts D line. Like I don't care. You can say whatever you want about me.
Non-ball
Oh, he's
owner.
pulling up some stats, man. Watch out. Stats man over here.
Non-ball knower.
I think
I
one of
wasn't
the
even going to
biggest
look at
moves
stats. I was just going to pull up who's there.
we
You
having a
don't
guy
even
off right
know.
now.
Like that's why
We
you
doing a
you like you
guy?
named one
No,
name. Like you,
I just wanted to give you names, give you all the names.
because you don't know them. That's why you got to look them up.
Tell him about some guys here.
Tell them about
DeForest
some
Buckner. You
guys.
don't know who DeForest Buckner is? Stop it.
DeForest Buckner.
One guy,
Leatu Latu.
rookie. I don't think he's a guy
He's
yet.
played. He's played very well this season so far.
Yeah, he's been playing very well this season, but I don't think he's a guy yet.
I mean,
Grover Stewart's been playing really good. You got Zaire Franklin at middle linebacker. Stop it. You don't know ball.
all right.
It was really surprising to see wide receivers
He's hype.
go
You're
and
such like it's it's just like the hype train for him right now. Like he's probably back to being a Bills fan, but like he's just following any bandwagon of any team other than the Chiefs. Like
usually do.
Colts are
But
playing great right now. This
you don't
dude's
see
like
all
a
the different
Love him,
jerseys
love
hanging
him.
up around
resident Colts
my.
fan. Resident Colts fan now. Like
Absolutely. You don't see the Jonathan Taylor jersey back here.
That podcast in what like 3 or 4 weeks is gonna suck, man.
what?
You Colts fan? We play the Colts here soon.
Yes,
That podcast is gonna suck with Ty Bob now.
Oh,
biggest Colts fan in the land.
Jesus Christ, man! Come on, get it together.
you're gonna pick the Colts. You better pick the Colts.
Tybo
After
putting
the way you're talking
one
about
and
him,
one
holy
together.
shit.
Tybo putting one and one together is so difficult. Just the basic things that his mind cannot do, but he can jump through hoop after hoop to call a team bad out of just with no knowledge is
I'm not saying they're
incredible.
bad, but you're over here saying like they have an elite defensive line and like they don't. Like
I was saying they had an elite defense, and I was saying their defensive line was very good. You jump through the hoop of elite defensive
you're
line.
you're over exaggerating.
Play the tape back. Play it back.
Okay, we didn't do that. All right.
You
got it.
never rewound anything in your life.
Uh, two wide receivers went off the board. I was very surprised at how low they went. Jacoby Myers, the best wide receiver for the Raiders. He's now a Jacksonville Jaguar, especially given that Travis Hunter is going to hit IR. I feel like that move is indicative of what they think of Travis Hunter at the wide receiver position and maybe indicative of the injury. Maybe it's a little bit worse than we thought. He went on IR really quickly. There was almost no talk about his injury before they gave him the designation. And when he comes back, it seems like with Jacoby Myers, they may just be playing him at cornerback, which is what a lot of defensive analysts have been saying they should be doing this year anyways. Jacoby Myers went for
Listen, man,
a
Travis
fourth
Hunter was
and
gonna.
a sixth.
He was getting ready to go off. He just had to get hurt in practice. That's all it was. Like,
No, dude, any award
They can't
hope
contain him in
starts
the
just totally
games.
down the drain, dude. Doesn't matter.
yeah, there goes my money, man. There goes my
we
money.
we did try to warn you. You didn't want to listen.
I had faith. I didn't think he was going to get hurt
Too
at
much.
practice.
Too much. And
In
it's
a
not like
game,
he
I
was
can
doing
understand.
anything
We're talking
before
about
practice. Or
We're talking
before
about practice. He's had one of his best games of the year before he got hurt.
what was the stat line?
Like 10 catches, 160 yards, a touchdown.
One
Yeah, I don't know if
one
it was
out
that
of
much,
one
but-
out of nine. Yeah, 1 out of 9, and I think he had like 60 yards.
Hey, he was building up, okay? He's really getting ready to hit that takeoff ramp right here.
Well, it's not
He's had
taking
no
it off
faith.
anymore.
I blame
I've
Trevor
lost all
Lawrence.
faith now. Any faith that there was,
I blame Trevor Lawrence, man.
you sound like Tybo.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor
does
Lawrence
suck.
sucks.
You know what my favorite edition was of the deadline?
Yeah, I know. Rashid Shaheed.
To the
That's what I was
Seahawks.
going to ask.
That
That's
was
a hell of a
great
move
trade.
for the Seahawks.
It's the most
Only got
fun,
him for a
sure.
6th-round pick, and next year, him with JSN. I mean, that's JSN is already like. I don't think this hurts JSN in any way in terms of production. I think this only opens him up and gives them a downfield threat. That it's not like JSN wasn't already, but that just gives you two speedsters on the outside. probably makes Kenneth Walker a little bit better because it's just going to open up more holes for him.
You love the opening of holes, don't you?
It's going to be better for Tybo. He's got Kenneth Walker in a couple of leagues.
A league, a single league,
Has
ESPN league.
has Kenneth Walker missed a game yet this year?
Nope,
No.
It's about that time.
not happening. He's playing
I mean, even if he does
all
miss a game, I have Zach Charbonnet, and I'm at the point with injuries and other things where I have to start
starting
both
both
of
of them.
them. Yeah, sucks.
Tybo should be a GM of a team.
I don't know, dude. Being GM of fake teams is stressful enough.
I would love to see Tybo explain the salary cap.
No, I can't. I don't. No, I can't understand it. I refuse to understand it.
Do you ever do franchises in
It's a
Madden and
product of
like try to
capitalist
try to do it
bullshit.
that way?
What?
Do you ever play the franchise in Madden and try to ever do it that way? Did you know what you
I
were doing in that, or did you always put like auto push trades no matter what?
I played a lot of Madden franchise through my years, and I
We
would
had
do it
salary
different
cap off.
ways. I would. There was. I mean, there was times where I wanted to like force stuff and like turn the salary cap off. So yeah, I did, but I've played it. I've played it with the salary cap on and stuff. But like the way it's portrayed in the video game is nowhere near what it's like in real life. Like,
Yeah, they just put the numbers in front of you. You're like, okay, that'll work.
It's actually that's a good thing to jump onto because the Chiefs, we're being Chiefs fans, absolutely nothing happened. We had $3.3 million in cap space. We have needs at multiple positions. A lot of fans wanted Brees Hall, thought we could have gone out and gotten
we're
him.
gonna stick with our
Um,
guys.
would have still left us with about $2.3 million
Bring back
roughly
Jody
in cap
Fortson.
space had we brought him in
Jody.
for a trade. But looking at 2026, the Chiefs
Jody
are in the
Fortson.
negative
All eggs in one
$40 million
basket.
dollars.
All eggs.
We're in the negative $40 million for 2026
Let's
already.
go, dude. That
That's
That
how we
number
don't make
stink
it, man.
includes
anyways, bro.
that includes Travis Kelce already being off the roster. That doesn't include potentially cutting Jawan Taylor and saving $20 million. So that gives us, if that move were to happen, that would put us at negative like $23 million in cap.
Mm.
Um, which is why I think a lot of moves, like why we didn't make any moves for next year. You don't do a third round pick for a 9 week rental for a player like Brees Hall, as good as he is. That just doesn't make any sense.
Just go sign him in the
The
offseason.
He's not coming here in the offseason.
No, but if
We
you're gonna
also
do that move, if
don't.
you're gonna bring him in, you sign him in the offseason. Don't trade that
Oh,
for him.
sure, yeah. I mean, you also do have first right of refusal. So if you were to have him on your team, so if you make that trade for him, it wouldn't be the
Eh.
worst thing in the world. But why we didn't make any other moves running back, I mean, Brees Hall, that would have been a whole thing. But where we needed to help was at defensive line and on the defensive side of the ball. We didn't even make any moves there, given all the injuries and the depth we don't have. How does that make you guys feel for the outlook for the rest of the season on the Chiefs?
I just want to go back for a quick second about the Brees Hall thing. If we traded for him, what are we gonna do? Run him 10 times a game? Like that's what we do with our running backs anyways. There's no point in trading for Brees Hall. Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have been
but
nice to have him and say we
you
have
have
him,
to
but
assume or feel like that in those 10 to 15 touches that Brees Hall gets, he's going to do way more than Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco could do combined.
you would really hope so. But getting acclimated to Andy Reid's offensive style, how fast is that going to be for him if he does come in and start playing?
And it's a good thing to bring up. It traditionally doesn't go well with players at the wide receiver position. Um, but we're sticking with our boys.
It makes
We got
you. I
our
mean, if you
guys.
you sit back and you think about it, the Chiefs clearly feel confident in who we have. So that makes you feel maybe a little bit better. But after watching what we've seen through 9 weeks, doesn't make me feel very confident, at least.
I mean, honestly, because I know he was rumored to be like trade capital. What is Christian Fulton doing on this team?
He's a
What
healthy
is
scratch
he?
every week.
What is the roster space being reserved for him for? Like, if if we see more of what happened in the Bills game, especially in that first half, we need to be trying something different. Like, motivate
Elijah
some
Mitchell
guys
as well.
to perform
He hasn't
better,
played a
do
single game,
something,
man.
man. Chris, like
There's guys on this roster that can make a move. Christian Fulton,
if he's
Elijah
like
Mitchell.
if Christian Fulton is appealing to anybody else as trade bait or trade capital, like why isn't he even given a shot or being played? Like what's going on?
I don't know. Spags is a funny guy when it comes to his players. He really covets guys who've been there longer, which is why we're seeing like Jalen Watson still getting snaps over Fulton. I don't really know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's the same reason why you look at Andy and you go, why in the world are we giving a Make a Wish handoff to Clyde Edwards-Helaire when we've got Elijah Mitchell getting paid more and is on the active roster? You've got Clyde on the practice squad. Why you just paid? We're paying the same amount of money for Elijah Mitchell as the Cowboys are giving to Javonte Williams, who's a top five back this season in production.
That could be Elijah Mitchell.
Even if it's not
Imagine.
Elijah Mitchell, like why is Elijah Mitchell? Why are we paying this guy? And he's a healthy scratch. Doesn't even suit up. I haven't seen him on the sideline in gear for 9 weeks.
And
And
I realize this is a
Isaiah Pacheco is
drastically
out.
different like example, but the whole reason Dolphins fans and Dolphin people in the Dolphins organizations are expecting to continue to start Tua is because of all the money that they have wrapped up in him. Like he's starting because of how much they're paying him. Like I realize we're not talking anywhere near the same amount of money when you go into running backs, but like if that's a practice in the NFL, just give him a shot. Try some things out. I like
Also, the guys behind Tua are like 15 times worse than he is, which is
Hey,
saying something.
are you saying you're completely out on Zach Wilson now?
Have been
He can have
since he got
resurgence,
drafted. Have
kind of
been.
like Sam Darnold.
yeah, I was gonna say he can't Sam Darnold it somewhere.
Daniel
Not having
Jones
it in
it
Miami.
Hey, send him to Minnesota and find out.
I was gonna say it's not happening in Miami. Send him to Minnesota. Send him to San Francisco.
Is Kevin O'Connell really the quarterback whisperer? We'll find out.
Did any of these trades make you feel a little bit more confident in any of these teams' outlooks for the rest of the season? Does this move the needle for the Seahawks, the Jaguars, the Indianapolis Colts? Does it move the needle on putting them a little bit higher than where they were pre trade deadline?
I think it really elevates them to essentially it's almost their division to lose now, pretty much. I mean, except for the Seahawks, they're going to be battling with the Rams the rest of the year, but they played the Rams very tight. They've played everybody else in the NFC West pretty tight as well. So it's the Seahawks are saying that we're going to go for it. We believe in Sam Darnold. This is all we need. We're going to make a deep playoff run with this. Colts, they're putting their foot down. They're stomping it down on the Jaguars. They see the Texans are not playing very well this year. They're taking that division and they want it. They want the high seed. They want home field advantage. This is all for Mr. Ursay, by the way. So, what else are they going to do? All for Mr. Ursay.
Yeah, I mean, for this like the Seahawks to compete with a team like the Eagles on their best day, like I think it would take an astronomical effort and a couple of things go their way. Um, I think it's like the Seahawks. I mean, I don't know. None of these moves are that drastic to me. Like I said, the funnest one to me is the Seahawks. The annoying ones are the Eagles moves because like they're just adding to their roster, and if Jair Alexander comes back in any capacity, like,
He's
um,
done.
well, I don't know, dude.
Go.
The like a you're talking like a fully healthy Philadelphia Eagles defense. Like they just have a bunch of talent and solid players in there, like all over. Like
Did he
maybe
even
they're
take a snap for the Ravens?
no, I
I
don't
don't
think
believe
so.
so.
Like, I think
But I
he's just
mean,
a depth piece.
if they're acquiring him, like I don't know. It's just annoying. Like it really is. It's just annoying.
That's Howie, man.
I
That's
think
what he
the
does.
Jaelan Phillips one is quite a bit bigger, especially given the injuries that they've had to their edge rushers. They brought back
Right.
Brandon Graham, right?
They don't need to.
I
They
don't.
can
Did
deal.
he
They can
officially come
deal with
back?
some with
I don't
some
know.
with some hardship, like some issues. Like, come on. They don't need to have a perfect roster. Like, get out of here.
I wish
Howie
Brett
Howie
Veach was
Roseman is
Howie.
so good. It's frustrating.
I wish Brett
Ah,
Veach was Howie.
Ah.